In this set of videos, you're going to hear from your colleagues about safety events that occurred at work. It's really important that we get comfortable talking about these events with each other so we can make Rush safer for our patients and ourselves.
We always want to think about ways that we can do our work better, and honest discussions help us to think of ways to do that.
And it's critical that we talk about these things as well as report our mistakes and near misses.
This story is about how multitasking contributed to an image being submitted incorrectly. As you're watching, think about how a similar situation could occur during your work.
Rush is a busy place. Sometimes our jobs are hectic, and when we're in a time crunch, it's tempting to do things too quickly. Rushing through a process, taking shortcuts, using workarounds, or multitasking can lead to mistakes. Mistakes that impact our patients and us. Speaking up about an error is not just the right thing to do, it is something we can all learn from, as our colleagues explain.
I was doing an MRI of the brain, and the patient was on the table. Once you do a set of pictures, you have an opportunity to reconstruct or make that one plane into a different plane. When I completed my exam, I sent it to the archiving system and took the patient off the table and ended the procedure.
What went wrong?
To speed up things, I was trying to scan and reconstruct at the same time. The image, when the lines are swiveled, it will allow that right or left to flip. And if you don't pay attention, you won't catch that right or left flip. What happens is, when you are not focusing directly on your reconstruction of an image, little things can get overlooked or not double-checked because you're going from one screen to the other screen. So that's what I did. The mistake was caught by a neurosurgeon while viewing the images. Me not even realizing I did it, it was more like a shock. Wow, I did that. Once the surgeon receives the images or view the images and they have a patient on the table, they can actually mistake the right side for the left side and do a surgery in the wrong location. If I'd have taken my time, even completed the study, did all my scanning first, sat down and did the reconstructions that would allow me more time to double check what I was doing prior to sending all of my images to the archiving system.
Following policies and procedures ensures safe care for every patient, from every employee, every time. In this case, what went wrong led to an improved process. A second technologist now double-checks orientation of all reformatted images.
Hey, Sophia, can you come check my images?
Sure.
If you're not careful or if you're not using the same consistent steps, you can fall into that error of making that mistake. Confirms it is on the left side. Being that it happened to me, of course, now I'm extra cautious. Double check, you're gonna check, somebody's gonna check before we send them packs. Okay, this is my T2 and this is my T1. You feel this is correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't forget that there's a patient. A lot of things come into play, because when you're scanning a patient that's in pain, the patient's uncomfortable, the patient could be claustrophobic, you really want to give them the best possible exam, as well as make it so that they're not there so long. It's better to take that extra time to just slow it down, confirm that you have everything. The surgeon relies on me to get those images correct.
Following our policies and procedures matters. We all play a role in safe care for every patient, with every employee, every time.
Good morning, Mr. Andrews. How are you today?
We encourage you to think about times when it might not be safe to do two things at once. The MRI team has come up with ways that they can improve their workflows so that this type of mistake doesn't happen again.
These processes have been put in place to promote the safety of our patients, families, visitors, and staff.
Please take the time to talk about this story with your team And we encourage you to talk to your supervisor about ideas you have to improve the care we deliver here at Rush.
Thank you for making Rush safer for our patients.